creation of the earth. Out of the flesh they fashioned Midgard, or the Middle Garden, as the earth was called. This was placed in the exact center of the vast space and hedged all around with Ymir's eyebrows for bulwarks or ramparts. The solid portion of Midgard was surrounded by the giant's blood or sweat, which formed the ocean, while his bones made the hills, his flat teeth the cliffs, and his curly hair the trees and all vegetation. Well pleased with the result of their first efforts at creation, the gods now took the giant's unwieldy skull and poised it skillfully as the vaulted heavens above the earth and the sea. Then, scattering his brains throughout the expanse beneath, they fashioned from them the fleecy clouds. Of Ymir's flesh was earth created, of his blood the sea, of his bones the hills, of his hair the trees and plants, of his skull the heavens, and of his brows. The gentle powers formed Midgard for the sons of men, but of his brain the heavy clouds are all created. Norse Mythology, R.B. Anderson. To support the heavenly vault, the gods stationed the strong dwarves, Nordri, Sudri, Ostri, Westri, at its four corners, bidding them sustain it upon their shoulders, and from them the 4 points of the compass received their present names of North, South, East, and West. To give light to the world thus created, the gods studded the heavenly vault with sparks secured from Muspells-heim, points of light which shone steadily through the gloom like brilliant stars. The most vivid of these sparks, however, were reserved for the manufacture of the sun and moon, which were placed in beautiful golden chariots. And from the flaming world where Muspell reigns, thou sentest and fetchest fire, and madest lights, sun, moon, and stars, which thou hast hung in heaven, dividing clear the paths of night and day. Balder Dead, Matthew Arnold. When all these preparations had been finished, and the steeds Arvakir, or the early waker, and Alsvin, the rapid goer, were harnessed to the sun chariot, the gods, fearing lest the animals should suffer from their proximity to the ardent sphere, placed under their withers great skins filled with air or with some refrigerant substance. They also fashioned the shield Selvin, or the cooler, and placed it in front of the car to shelter them from the sun's direct rays, which would else have burned them and the earth to a cinder. The moon car was similarly provided with a fleet steed called Alsvidir, the All-Swift, but no shield was required to protect him from the mild rays of the moon. So that was the creation of the earth, the 4th section of Chapter 1 of Myths of the Norsemen by Helene A Guerber, The Beginning. I will be working my way through this book section by section, and if there are any other public domain books you would like for me to read, please leave a comment below. Thank you for listening, and have a lovely evening.